One thing I know about the future is that what you need is some things you need. You need money, land, food, and shelter. Of course, my brother talks about the free America or whatever, but basically about me, I find it necessary to have a store of money. Now, how would you store money? Currency is worthless. What we must do is find something that can be turned in, that will always be seen as valuable, such as a precious or semi-precious metal. I have copper. I'm currently trying to get a hold of other metals like aluminum, tin, brass, and so basically what you have to do is you have to get a store of metals, not scrap metal, but bullion that you could sell for money someday if you ever need it. And you need a piece of land. If you don't think you can afford land, well, you can afford land. Maybe out in the sticks, but you can afford it. As long as you have a couple hundred to a couple $1,000s, you can afford land somewhere. And when you do get land, build on it. Build small shanties on it or whatever. Small shack. Build a small shack. If it's made of steel, or made of wood, made of bricks, build something. And make sure you have plenty of water. Like you could drill a well on it if possible, or you could put a holding tank. And make sure you have kerosene, not K1 kerosene, the pure stuff. And make sure you don't do anything illegal on the land. Like don't grow marijuana, don't grow peyote, don't do any of that stuff. Because they'll come and they'll arrest you, and you'll lose the land. So don't do that. And then what you need to do, of course, that pretty much covers it. But basically, you must have an escape route to the land. A way to get to the land in case of emergency. If my brother is right and something happens, you need to get to your land and hide. It needs to be some place where people can't find you. Or at least you could live out until if most people don't have land. Well, they do, but it's in the city. And so basically what you need to do is get something outside of the city, not just out in the suburbs or out in the hills. That's where the rich people live, and the ranchers live beyond that. Basically, but you need rural land, like up in like Modoc County, or up in Shasta County, or in Lake County, or Christmas Valley, or maybe in Luna County, or Socorro County, anywhere, or Texas. Texas is pretty good. Anywhere that basically, or even in Montana. Any place that, in Nevada, Montana, any place that has a lot of land, really cheap, you need at least an acre. Get at least an acre. And so basically you could have enough to grow crops on. You must plant some trees, and set a system in which the trees can be watered periodically, like a windmill. Have it pump water out of the ground. And so basically the trees can be watered, or even that, or buy a land that has a stream on it if you can. So you have water. And during the summertime, at least during the summertime, the trees can be watered. Have fruit trees if you're liking. As long as I like apples, I like cherries, and plums, but mostly I like apples. So I'll grow apple trees. And so basically, what you need to do is buy some stock plans, or and then you need to build them. You don't have to do it yourself. You can get a contractor to do it, but you need to get someone to build it. And then you need to then it needs to be approved, because if it's not approved they'll make you tear it down, even in a rural area. Just get it approved. Once it's approved, you furnish it. You don't have to get electrical appliances. You have propane or kerosene appliances. And when you do get kerosene appliances, make sure you store at least a 50-gallon drum of K1 kerosene, not K2 or any stuff, but K1 kerosene. You can tell if you ask for it, or you can tell it by testing a specific gravity. I'm not sure the specifics of it, but get K1 kerosene. And so basically you need to store all that stuff, and then basically after you're done all that, just go to it periodically. Make sure you place stored food, all that stuff. Just make sure you study it periodically and take care of it. Use it as a vacation land. Get familiar with the land. Don't just leave it there, and then the people go there, people take your stuff. And if you can, you put barbed wire around it. Make sure, if you can, put razor wire if you want, but that'd be hard to get past if you have to. But put keep out signs, no trespassing, keep out signs. Put locked gate. Do anything you can to protect it. If you want, you can have guns for hunting or protection, but I don't like guns. But if you can't have guns, you have archery, but that's up to you. I just thought I'd give you this message. Bye.